Hello, Lifers. It's Jason Love. Jason Loves Life. I had a weird realization just now, and I wanted to share it with you. With introverts, I'm guessing people on the autism spectrum as well, but I don't know because I'm not on the autism spectrum that I know of. Just have some traits like a lot of people. We were walking, and there was a guy walking two dogs. And he was walking in the street, and you could tell he's kind of like in his head. And his kids were excited because he had dogs, and so I said good morning, and they didn't say, so I said good morning to him. And I think the kids did it, but they did it quietly. And he's like, hey, right? And so I was thinking about that. Why do I do that? Because people would take that as, oh, he's unfriendly. Which in theory, I guess, and technically he is, but that doesn't mean he's not an unfriendly person. Because I know I do that, right? So sometimes I'll be walking and people say hi, and a lot of it is like anxiety. So I have like anxiety, like please don't say hi, please don't say hi. And in some ways I want them to say hi because I don't know. You really don't. I do that a lot when I walk at the park. I just like, oh man, I don't know why saying hi like gives me anxiety. But I've come to a realization a little bit this time where I thought, oh, usually what happens is I'm having a conversation in my head, right, when I'm walking. And so all of a sudden somebody says hi and it breaks that conversation. I think that's why anxiety is, because I'm worried I'm going to miss it or like do something dumb, which I don't know. It doesn't really make logical sense. It's just who I am. It's ingrained, and it's something I can work on, but it's not like something I can just like turn off. So when they say hi, when I'm walking, it's as if I'm having a conversation and they say hi while you're having a conversation. You're kind of like, oh, hi. And then you get back to the conversation. It's like that. I don't know why I never thought of that before, that when people say hi, it's, but they're not being rude. Like if we were having a conversation and they say hi, right? They don't know, like in the person's head, they're having a conversation. But that's it. Cause I see it also with Everett. Like Everett, he'll physically act out what he's thinking about, where I know that I'm in my head a lot. I have this issue with getting in trouble with Leah a lot, where I'm not, she may be talking to me or like something that's like, and I'll be paying attention, but I'll also be having a conversation on like this side of my head. It's not something I can really like, I can kind of be like, okay, focus. And usually I am, but like every once in a while, or like if we're doing like the other day, spatial awareness, I'll have issue with where Leah had me like, she's like, hey, pour this out. And it was just like water and pour it on the street. And then she said, don't get it on my feet. But she said it like while I was pouring it. And I didn't make that connection of like, oh, she is standing in the street. She's standing in the street next to where the splatter is. Part of it was because the door was there, so I didn't see her feet, so I didn't make like the logical connection. But part of that is that I'm in my head, right? So I am like, it feels like I'm almost in like two worlds at the same time. And I see that in Everett, where he is, yeah, you can kind of see him now, right? And I can't describe what he's feeling because I don't know. But I'm just saying I can relate to what it looks like he's feeling, where he's, and I had the same thing when I was a kid. I would be in like deep play a lot, right? So different worlds, imagine, and I would usually include like real world things. So for example, I have a very vivid memory of taking the plunger, sticking it on the floor, and pretending to fly a plane, or of like climbing around in sheds and thinking of it as like, we were big into American Ninja, and there's like warehouses in that movie. So kind of like him in some ways, not quite on his level of scripting, but I think that's normal. I don't think it's an autism thing. It's just that Everett has like, loses the connection of like, oh, it's weird to be making weird noises walking down the street, or making like, pretending to, he doesn't really pretend to shoot people, but like he'll sometimes include people without them really wanting to be included or know they're being included into his other world. And so I would assume there's got to be a name for that, like being the idea of two worlds. Like I think about that a lot, because I feel like that too with my with my inability to like pick one project to work on. Like I feel like that's part of the creative, is it's like, you want to say hi? Is it going between worlds? And if I pick one, then I can't go between worlds anymore. I have to pick one world to be in. If that makes sense. I don't know. Creative worlds, one project. Starting projects is fun. Ending projects is hard. Introverts. Which is weird because I'm like, to me, talking to a camera is easy, but if I was sitting down with somebody, I'd be like, they don't want to hear what I have to say. But like the fact that you guys choose to watch my videos, it makes it feel, it gives me permission to talk. And that's been a huge theme throughout my life, in my magic career and performing career, balloon twisting. Like I always had with magic, there's a thing called walk around where you have to walk up to people and be like, you know, a table or people walking around and just be like, you know, hey, you want to see a trick? Or hey, I'm the magician. Would you like me to show you something? Usually I just say, hey, do you guys want to see a magic trick? And they always say yes, but it's way harder to do that than I'm doing a stage show, and then people can choose to stop. Like the stage gives me permission. That was I don't know if that's related to introversion or not, although I know what the actual definition of introverts. It's about like energy. Like, do you feel drained or do you feel energized? And I'm always drained. If it's just like two people, or I shouldn't say always. Sometimes I'm energized if it's a topic or something. But like just hanging out with people, usually it's exhausting. It's exhausting, guys. All right, so that was an introvert rant for you. We were hanging out at the train. We will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up. I'd like to hear I guess your introvert stories or your thoughts on relating to that, like why, you know, related to anxiety and people coming up and talking to you. I'm trying to get better at connecting with people, but I haven't decided if I should just accept that I'm not good at it. But I'm talking to you. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.